I really hate this thing. I can never tell when this thing starts, and I think it is starting right now. But anyway, guys, here we are for PSBL Season 4 Draft Recap, and we are finally done with the exception of one pick. Apologies just being impossible right now. All he needs is an S tier, so it's basically done. But anyway, thank you guys for a very smooth, semi-smooth draft. It was only 10 rounds, but it still felt like it lasted a while, but it really didn't. It really wasn't that bad. But anyway, just want to go over everybody's teams, see what I like, see what I don't like. And this is only my opinion. I'm not that good at doubles. There could probably be something that I hate, but is actually super good in doubles. I'm just gonna go based off of what I think. Kubi, you can say that I'm totally wrong in everything I say if you really want to, and you probably will. But before I go over the team, I'd just like to say that the pick'ems are now open. What the pick'ems is that, and what it is that I post every matchup in week 1, and you guys vote to see who you think is going to be able to win. So say that I'm facing Tyler week 1. So say that you vote for Tyler to win, and he actually does end up winning. That means your record is now 1-0 for that one battle, and it goes for all the weeks, including playoffs. And whoever has the highest wins, win picks, whatever you call it, at the end of the season, will be able to pick where they draft in Season 5. So you can easily draft first overall in Season 5, or you can pick last in Season 5, and whatever you prefer. Yeah, that's basically it for the introduction to everything. Let's go right ahead to the New York Muse. The New York Muse coach, Mike. And I think it's actually a pretty solid team. He has 3 Intimidators in Landorus, Arcanine, and Gyarados. In my opinion, I could definitely be wrong, I think it may be one too many. Just focusing heavily on just one like aspect on the what am I trying to say? Focusing too much on one side, physical or special. I think he's focusing a little too much on the physical side of things. Although he does have some pretty good special walls, such as the Latias. He also has the Dusk Noir and everything. It's very interesting to see his last 3 Mons. The Toxicroak, the Parasect, and the Ribombee. Granted the fact that Toxicroak and Parasect weren't actually his picks, Lucy did pick for him. He is actually very weak to flying on those 3 ends of the pick. So it already shows that he's not going to bring all 3 in a battle. So that already whittles down what he's going to bring each week. I fully expect that he's going to drop at the very least one of them, and I would say the Parasect, especially since he grabbed the Ribombee. But anyway, it is a pretty solid pick. Arcanine A tier, it was very solid as well. Very versatile, very threatening. Landorus is honestly one of my favorite S tiers. I almost grabbed it, but I saw Celesteela was a little bit better in my opinion. Good mix between bulk and power, especially with the Latias. And yeah, I know he loves the Electivire, especially in Season 1 of UPL. So that's going to be very interesting. Also, a little bit weak to water, so I really liked actually having the Toxicroak and having the Parasect, being able to absorb those up pretty nicely. Other than that, I do think that Mike's going to have a very solid team. I know he has some VGC background, so that's definitely going to help him in this aspect. I do believe that my goal, not my goal, excuse me, my prediction is Mike will be able to make playoffs. I don't know how far he's going to go, but I do think he's going to be able to make playoffs yet again. Next up, we're going to go to Polly this time. And 1 second, while I look at something real quick. Okay, I just thought Polly was going to say something, but I guess he did not. Well, anyway, we don't know what S tier he's gonna get, but we know that it's some sort of Deoxys form. Either defense, speed, or just regular form. I think Mandy got the attack form. I don't really remember right on top of my head. But anyway, he got Conkeldurr, you got Meganetric, you got Mandibuzz, we got Ditto, got Comfy, Arachnid, Meganium, Delphox, and Registeel. A very up and down draft in my opinion. He did grab Conk round 1, which is very interesting to see. But I also did like Arachnid on this squad too. And you set up the sticky webs that could actually be very useful, especially if speed is like the #1 thing in this meta. He also got Ditto, so nothing really set up, but he doesn't really have anything other than the Conk and the Manectric that really just stands out in power. It is mainly just defense. And when you have that, I mean, it's not bad or anything. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just not seeing anything that's going to really stand out. The only priority I really see is Mach Punch on Conkeldurr. I don't really see anything else. I think is Lunge priority? I don't think so. So that's really not much. Based just off of this, I don't think Polly's going to make the playoffs, but I'm not going to be surprised if he does. Not at all, as a matter of fact. I don't know. I don't know what I really think. But it's really bulky draft, especially the Meganium. I really like the Meganium. I hope that he actually does very well with it, and I hope he brings it a lot, because I actually really do like Meganium. I know a lot of people hate it, but I actually really like it. Let's go to the Gainesville Goodras, and I do believe that is attack form. I'm almost positive. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Where she has Garchomp, Thundurus T, Hitmontop, Alolan Persian, Jellicent, Deoxys Attack, Serena, Aromatisse, Megmortar, and Mega Steelix. I really like this, especially the Garchomp and the Thundurus going, in my opinion, going pretty well together. Also has the Persian go for that, God, oh my gosh, what am I trying to think of? The parting shot, which is always very nice. Jellicent is always very bulky. She has a very bulky team, especially Aromatisse, Mega Steelix, Jellicent. Even Fur Coat on the Persian could take quite a bit of hits. The Oxys is nothing to sneeze at, especially very powerful, and used the right way. I think, I'm pretty sure Aromatisse can learn Psychic Terrain. So that could be something to look out for. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. So what? I'm just basing off of what I think, and I know that she can get Misty Terrain on that thing. I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, Mega Steelix is, sure, it is C tier, but at the same time, it can take a lot of hits. You can also dish them back very nicely, too. But anyway, oh, I did not want to go to my team just yet, but actually I was going to anyway. So this is my team now, and I'm pretty happy about this. We have Celesteela, Lando, Clefable, Infernape, Cofagrigus, Mega Sharpedo. We got Granbull, Lantern, Electros, and Tangela. I'm really liking this team, especially the first 3 picks. I was surprised how far these guys went. Celesteela should be able to eat a lot of hits, hopefully, and Landorus as well should be able to put in a lot of work. I did mess up on the Electros. If you go look at my team recap, which I will be uploading pretty soon on my own channel, so I will go into detail on everything. I am going to be looking to probably drop Electros, just because when I looked at it, I thought I needed an electric type, but I forgot that I already drafted Lantern. But anyway, I think this is going to be a very good team. It has Follow Me and Clefable, very good hard hitting in like Landorus and Infernape and Mega Swampert, Mega Sharpedo. So I'm very looking forward to this team. If you want to learn more about what I think about it, you can go check out my draft recap on my own channel. Next up, we got my honey bun. Love you, Sierra. I don't think Sierra actually watches this. Anyway, we got a rain team. I tried to help her out as best I could on this. If it was a singles, I'd actually be very afraid of this team, but I don't know what it is in doubles. I think it's okay. I had Hoobi help me a little bit. Hoobi said it looks fine. We got Genesect, we got Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Tornadus, Goodra, Hariyama. We got Linoon, Galvantula, Kabutops, and Cradily. Oh my gosh, the computer almost fell on my face. We got a pretty nice rain team, especially with 2 swift swimmers. We got a hydration user, we got a flying mon with hurricane, we got a storm drain, so in case somebody wants to go use the rain against us. When I say us, I'm obviously me and her. I'm still trying to teach her everything. So I made an announcement about this. I'm gonna say it again in case you guys just ignored the announcement or whatever. If you face Sierra, I will be helping her as far as telling her what's in front of her. Like, say that, I don't know, the Deoxys is in front of her. I'm going to say that their weakness, this is a very fast mon, it's hard hitting, either physically or especially. The weaknesses are bug, dark, and ghost. And I mean, she might ask me a question as far as if I switch into this as psychic super effective like that, I'm going to say yes, but I'm not going to tell her, hey, say, okay, so this Deoxys is probably going to go for, I don't know, knock off, go out into your Mega Swampert so that your item can't get knocked off or something like that. I'm not going to help her with what move to make, but I'm going to just train her to give her a little bit of a push, hold her hand for this season, and we'll go from there. But this draft, actually, I really like it. Lailoon should be able to put in a lot of work with Belly Jump. I'm actually surprised it's not B tier, but I can also see why not. Unfortunately, I don't see any Follow Me users, so that's going to be a little bit difficult, but we should be able to go around that and hopefully do some stuff with it. Next up, we have Kid Icarus and the Inglorious Glygars this time. Last year, the season, they were the Glyscores. Now they de-evolved. I would have went the other way with that. But anyway, we have Thunderous, we have Mega Gyarados, Celebi, Mamoswine, Alakazam, Rotom, Heat, Florges, Blastoise, Aggron, and Slacking. I actually really like the Slacking in this. I think it's going to be putting in a lot of work, especially Choice Bandit or Choice Scarf. It should be putting in a lot of work, and it's going to be very dangerous. Kind of liking the Thunderous on here. Honestly, I don't know why it was S tier. Hoobie said it was S tier for sure. I think it is Prankster. I'm not entirely sure, but still, anyway. Excuse me, as I had to swallow. I've been talking 12 minutes straight. Anyway, we are going to move on to the next one. I think this is a very solid one. Especially, I really like the Alakazam. I really like the diversity. Psychic, I see grass. I don't think there's any. I was gonna say no dual typings, but I see that there's one right there, and then there's one right there, and yeah, so I was wrong, definitely. There's another one right there, so never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Next up, we got Cody here. We got Necrozma, Salamence, Volcanion, Raichu, Alolan Raichu, Mega Slowbro, Venusaur, Gliscor, Oricorio, Fortress, and Doublade. Very interesting to see 2 steel types right in a row right here. We also have Oricorio, and I'm really excited. I really hope this actually works. He says he wants to build a team around Oricorio, and I think he did. With Dragon Dance, he's got Swords Dance, he's got Quiver Dance, he's got Fiery Dance, he wants Feather Dance. He's probably going to make a trade, he said. He's going to do all the dances to make Oricorio reliable, and I really hope it works. I'd like to see a sweep from one of them. That'd be just great to see. He did snipe me with the Slowbro, and so I'm kind of flicking him off about that. But I think it's a very solid team. He does have a lot of Psychic Mons on this squad, so he's got to be careful in that. Steel type as well, and he also got to be careful because there's a lot of rock weaknesses as well. So maybe even Stealth Rocks might come to his benefit against him. But anyway, I do think you can't underestimate Cody. Cody is the guy that drafted Metagross round 1. No, I'm never going to let you live that down, Cody, and he still made it to finals, so that's why I'm never going to let you live that down, because it was actually an accomplishment there. But anyway, I'm going to be cheering for you always, Cody, unless we're facing against each other in week 6, so every other time, I'm going to be cheering for you, and also when you face against Sierra in week 9, so I'm not going to cheer for you then either. Jake the Cows, Miami Magikarps. We got Naganadel, Ferrothorn, Rotom Wash, Mega Pidgeot, Minior, Togedemaru, Ambipom, Zygarde 10%, Charizard, and Feraligatr. A very interesting water, fire, and grass core. I definitely like the Ferrothorn in here, but not really the Charizard, especially with two other flying types on there. Honestly, even though hazards are not as reliable, you're still kind of inviting in stealth rocks. So, in my opinion, I think that would be very good against your team. I really like the Ambipom. I'm still surprised that it's not B tier, at least because of the fake out, powerful fake out, technician fake out, light orb. That's very powerful. So, I'm glad to see Ambipom was picked up. Naganadel, I'd love to see actually be used. Do you know what? I've actually never seen Naganadel used, so I'm pretty excited to see what you can do with it. First time I've ever seen Conkeldurr not on your team, so very excited to see what you're going to do without any fighting type on your team. So hopefully that you do even better, maybe even make playoffs for once. Just kidding. I love you, Jake. You're a pretty cool guy. But anyway, we're going to move on to the Charlotte Wall Breakers. Now this is a very interesting team. We got both Hail and Sand on the team. Got Kyurem, White, Alolan Ninetales, Tyranitar, Mega Camerupt, Staraptor, Alolan Sandslash, Lycanroc Day. We also have Ninjask? No. Fuck. Shedinja. Wow. Mesprit and Cloyster. My personal opinion, and now I know everyone's opinion is different, and that's fine, but my personal opinion is that I don't really like this dual weather on this team. And now, is it going to work? It probably might. He's got, gosh, where was it? Oh, I thought he had a Sandra. Yeah, he has Sandra. He has Lycanroc and he has, Sandslash. But at the same time, it's probably not going to come at the same time. So you're kind of handicapping yourself with that a little bit, in my opinion. Also, you have Shedinja, which is basically useless in either one of those hazards. And also, at the same time, yeah, you have Trick Room, but outside of weather, only one mon that can really utilize it very well. I mean, I guess 2 with Cloyster and 3 with Shedinja, but like, Shedinja is just gonna die anyway. In my personal opinion, I don't like it. But it doesn't mean that it won't work. I'm probably going to lose to it, because I don't know doubles that well, and I'm fine with that. It's just Pokemon, so. Again, one last time, my personal opinion, I don't like it. Is it going to work? It might. We'll definitely see. It's not even week 1 yet. But we're going to go to my favorite for the championship. The first ever 2-time champion, in my opinion. And this is actually supposed to be Reggie Ice. What is moving over here? Beast Boost is the best ability. Alright, Huey. Alright. But anyway, we have Tapu Lele, Mega Alakazam, Alolan Muk Salazzle, I was going to say Typhlosion, but that's not right. Talonflame. Wow. Excadrill, we got both Sceptile, Regirock, Hawlucha, and he also has Regice, which I do not have in there. I just forgot to put it up. I'm not going to do it right now. It's not even worth it. But anyway, obviously, you pick number 1. You're going to pick your favorite mon, and he went straight for Tapu Lele. That's his favorite, obviously. He even picked it up before the draft even began. But anyway, yeah, the fact that he got Mega Alakazam, and then the very next turn, Alolan Muk, which I think Byron said was the best Mega Alakazam switch in, and he has it right there on his team. So then what's the next best Alakazam switch in? And it's obviously another dark type, but like there wasn't as much good as Alolan Muk. But anyway, I also really liked that he has Lele and Hawlucha, Lele and Sceptile. Very scary. He has a super fast team, especially with Salazzle and Talonflame. Now with Unburden, with those 2 mons, and now he has 2 very bulky mons in Regirock and Regice. Kind of weak to fighting, but also not really because of the first 3 mons. yeah, it is a very scary team. He picked very well. So again, my favorite for the championship. But we'll definitely see. Maybe he's gonna choke like he did season 1 and season 3. And still no shiny in my win. And it is June. I almost said May, but it is June. Anyway, we're going to go to the Twente Tentacles. Can he go back to playoffs for the second year in a row? Very scary team. We got Cresselia, Megadionce, Zygarde, 50%, Incineroar, which he drafted, I think, round 1, Mismagius, Crobat, Empoleon, Lurantis, Vivillon, and Jolteon. I really like the first 4 of these: the Crest, the Deontay, the Zygarde, and the Incineroar. I'm just having brain fart after brain fart. I've been talking for 20 minutes straight as fast as I can so I can get it done. But anyway, I think this is a very solid team, especially even picking Incineroar first round. I was still able to pick up Cresselia the very next round. Getting those two together can be very dangerous, especially AV Intimidate. Can be very hard to break through. Not impossible, but pretty hard. Deontay, so we can't do any status against the team, or even if we wanted to put up rocks or something, not going to be able to work at all. Zygarde as well. I don't know if there's any follow me mons, but Zygarde could be very dangerous. But anyway, yeah, a lot of, I mean, other than Cresselia, outside of Cresselia, and maybe some forms of Crobat, and some forms of the Incineroar, not too many super bulky things, and that's the only thing I have against this team, is nothing is really standing out to me other than Cresselia that's super bulky. Megadionce, as hard-hitting as it is, and it's great that it's hard-hitting and fast, it can't really take too many hits. It goes from 100 to about, I think I want to say 50 in defense and special defense. I could be wrong, I think it may be 75 maybe, but I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't really take hits as well, and I think it doesn't have that great of HP. But we'll definitely see how this team goes. We're going to see how every team goes. I could be wrong about everything. Hell, Hubi might be 0-13 or 12. 22 minutes straight of just pure talking, and I'm already done. And how many were we got? We're at the Star Armies. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 done. I am going to take a drink of water, guys. Fuck off. Prepping for Tyler. Almost done, as you can see right up here. PBA, just got my next 2 drafts done. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of those and continue to talk about this. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Star Armies. Chris still looking for his first playoff run in any season, and he might actually be able to do it here. You got Mega Lucario, Mew, Alolan, Marowak, and then we have Togekiss, Stoutland, Tornadus, Weezing, Caracosta, Zoroark, and Ursaring. It was very funny. I was going over this team. He asked me to go look at it, see what I think about it. It's really funny. He is either super weak to fighting, or he resists it. There's no in between. There's nothing that takes fighting type neutrally. So I found that kind of funny. So it's basically a 50-50. And I really find that funny. But anyway, we have a really good Mega Lucario. I'm pretty excited to see what he's going to do with that. I know he really likes a good steel type. Mew is going to be very interesting to see. It's so viable and so versatile and everything. I really want to see what he's going to do with it, what he wants to do down the stretch. Togekiss is a very good one in my opinion, especially with the Follow Me. He's able to set up with either the Zoroark or even the Swords Dance on the Mega Lucario. A very dangerous mon for sure, and especially with Follow Me and everything. So this could actually be potential to sweep teams immensely, especially with the Follow Me Togekiss. Ursaring, actually, I'm really excited to see. I really hope that he brings it and brings like the Toxic Orb set with Quick Feed and go for the Facade. I think that's going to be putting in a lot of work, so I'd be really hyped to see that. But we'll definitely see what happens here. And we're going to move on to the next one, where the Pittsburgh Registeel is also one of my favorites in the blue division. Where we have Aegislash and Tapu Bulu, Mega Blastoise, Scrafty, Reuniclus, Raichu, Kyurem, Typhlosion, Nidoqueen, and Honchkrow. I think this is one of the best drafts, honestly. Other than, I'm not a huge fan of Blastoise in grassy terrain, but at the other way, like, he kind of needed a good water type, and Blastoise, if anything, was probably the best one to put in the A tier. The Blastoise is probably the best water type you probably could have used in grassy terrain. So really can't complain too much about it. And I'm especially scared as hell with Aegislash in grassy terrain. I'm so glad I don't face him at all. So that's going to be very difficult to deal with. I say the only way to beat that is to bring your own terrain, which only 3 other people can. But it's going to be very interesting to see what he's going to do. Hopefully Byron, he finally made playoffs in this season. First time ever that we were in the same league and he finally made playoffs. So I'm very glad I don't have to face this. I really like how Kyurem is in the C tier, and Raichu is in the B tier. I kind of find that funny. I'm hoping that he brings the Typhlosion sometime this season. He didn't bring it at all last season, and he still drafted it. I really wanted to see Typhlosion do some work. I'm hoping that he can do some work this time. But we'll definitely see how that goes. Reuniclus with the Regenerator or something like that can be very dangerous against this team. He's got a couple fake out users in Scrafty and Raichu, so that could be pretty dangerous. And even Honchkrow with Moxie can put up some work, especially even with Heat Wave on this squad, so that can put in some damage as well. We have the Redding Rapidashes, where we have Darkrai, Snorlax, Blacephalon, Mega Beedrill, Virizion, Vaporeon, Dragalge, Rotom Frost, Slurpuff, and Hoopa. Now this is hyper offense if I've ever seen it. Like, other than especially defensive Snorlax and your Vaporeon, where's your defense? Like, Beedrill, I know you use Beedrill pretty well in Season 2, and I know you really like it, and that's fine. Like, if you want hyper offense, you can have hyper offense, but I don't really expect your battles to go a lot longer than 15 turns, that's for sure. Actually, I was going to say 10 turns, but I thought that was a little too small, but I can also see less than 10 turns. But anyway, it's going to be a very short battle nonetheless. Looking to make playoffs for the 2nd time in a row. Definitely can do it with this team, especially if you predict the right things early. With hyper offense, you need to get the advantage, and you need to get it fast, and I think you can with this team, especially with U-turn on the Beedrill, which you sniped me, you son of a bitch. Even Darkrai with that powerful and fast. Damn, it's gonna be crazy. Blacephalon with Mind Blown is gonna be great. Ooh, that's a little scary that it's called it. Anyway, I'm really liking this team, and maybe you can be able to do pretty well in it. Just, you gotta be careful. If you can't kill something, then you're in trouble. Big time. We're gonna go to the Tennessee Magmitans. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how he's gonna say it. Where we have Coco, Amoonguss, Politoed, Crocodile, Ludicolo, Kingdra, Hitmonlee, Moltres, Mawile, and Pikachu. I'm actually really digging this team. Other than the Moltres and the Rain, although it does get Hurricane, so I can't really diss it too much. But that's the only thing I hate about it. You got 2 electric types with Thunder that can be used in the rain. Got 2 Swift Swimmers, We got a Mungus that can eat up any hit that he wants. We got a Crocodile, and we got a Hitmonlee, and also an Intimidator in Mawile. What more can you ask about this squad? And that's the thing, you can't really ask for more in this squad. And that's really it, honestly. Like, it's a very, very well drafted team. This is one of my favorites in the red division. As a matter of fact, I voted for Lucy to be in the finals in the red division. Also gets fake out on Hitmonlee. I think Ludicolo gets fake out. I know Pikachu does, so that could be useful as well. Mungus with a Spore, and there is no Sleep Clause, so he can be an asshole and just click Spore all day. Especially with Regenerator, could definitely do that as well. Now with only 3 to go, we have the Charlotte Beedrills. This is honestly a very interesting team. I've already built a lot about it, so I'm not going to go into detail because I'm afraid I'm going to spoil something that I might use against his team. We have Gothitelle, we have Mega Kangaskhan, Milotic, Drampa, Lapras, Superior, Pachirisu, Exploud, Passimian, and Flygon. Very interesting team. Kind of on the slower side. Fastesmon is superior. I did look it up, but I mean it's not bad at all. It's a very bulky team. I like how you got Pachirisu from the VGC World Cup back a couple years ago. Lapras is a very interesting one. Flygon I really like as well with Earthquake and Kangaskhan. Just hopefully he remembers to not run Seismic Toss, please. Milotic is a very dangerous mon as well. Really heavy on the special side. Kind of heavy, not really as much on the physical side. Although Lapras can run both. We got Kangaskhan, Passimian, and Flygon on this physical side. Everything else is mainly on the special side, or it could be mixed. Pretty interesting team. I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do with it. Next up, we're going to have the Toronto Bay Leafs coming back from Season 2. Took a season off and came back where we had Jirachi, Greninja, Mega Venusaur, Haxorus, Entei, Mienshao, Wigglytuff, another Oricorio, Donphan, and Scyther. I'm really liking the Scyther. I've been wanting this drafted for a while. Never really found the opportunity to, but I'm going to be very excited to see what you do with this. Jirachi in the S tier works out very well. Just scarf the thing. So it definitely does some work offensively. Offensive Iron Head. It's going to be dangerous. You got to kill that thing and kill that thing fast. Venusaur is going to be super bulky, especially with the mon next to you being weak to Earthquake, not Earthquake, excuse me, Thunder, and other grass types, so that can definitely help with that. Haxorus there, I think he grabbed it week Season 2, but I don't remember how well he did with it. Entei is a very powerful fire type mon, very nice fire, grass, and water core. Wigglytuff is going to be very interesting to see, especially with a lot of Intimidators out there. He can be competitive, so his Hyper Voices will be doing a lot of damage. Love the Oricorio. Hopefully he can go for Swords Dance or something like that. I do like the Oricorio, so hopefully that he does some work in that as well. I'm very interested to see how Trap does with his team, and we're going to move on to the last one so I can finally stop talking and give my mouth a breath. Where we have the Omega Tech. I think I said it right this time. We have Tapu Fini, Zapdos, Heatran, Bronzong, Dragonite, Lucario, Mega Sceptile, Mr. Mime, Drapion, and Drifblim. Now, I already talked to him about this. In my personal opinion. Now, I don't know doubles, and that's fine. In my personal opinion, I don't like Tapu Fini on this team. He said he's not really worried about the status, that's why he grabbed Tapu Fini and the rest of the team, and that's fine. If he doesn't want to use, if he doesn't care about status, then that's fine. If he wants to use Tapu Fini for a different reason, great. But anyway, we got Tapu Fini with Zapdos, Bronzong, Dragonite, and Drifblim. All of them can get hurt by poison or something like that. And then Heatran cannot get burnt or poisoned, so it kind of nullifies it there. JP can only get burned, and same with Lucario. In my personal opinion, I don't like Tapu Fini on this team, but it can still work. Hell, this is still a Dragonite there. There is still a Zapdos that can go for Heat Wave. There's still a Trick Rooming Bronzong right there. It could be very dangerous with Heatran. He even said that he can skill swap there. He's not shy about that, showing that Heatran can now have Levitate, getting rid of the quad ground type immunity. Well, quad super effective move. This is a very scary team if used correctly, and I'm not taking him back. Actually, as a matter of fact, as much as I don't like Finny on this team, I'm still thinking that he's going to easily make playoffs. One of the top two, top three in the division. Easy. So that is going to be everything on here. I'm going to show you guys the standings real quick, show you guys who's on whose division, where we have the Kartanas, Gudras, Mews, Registeelers, Glygars, Poly, Magikarps, Starmies, and Bayleafs, all on one division, and over on the other we have the Magnemitans, Heracross, Beedrills, Tentacles, Infernapes, Bouffalons, Wallbreakers, Rapidashes, and the Tauros. Thank you guys for joining me on Season 4. I hope you guys have fun for the first ever Doubles League. Depending on how well this goes, this might be a second one, but that's still not for another long time. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Good luck to everybody, and just have some fun. That's really all I really care about. I don't care if I go 0-12 now this season. I just want to have some fun with you guys, make friends and everything, and just thank you guys for all being here still. So thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good one.